Okay, we're gonna get ready to start, do the dog and pony show. All right, this is a young tree. It's about a year and a half old for me when I planted it. I like to buy them already started, and I think already started they're about 60 bucks a piece. But to me, I'd rather go that route with a new tree than try to plant a seed and you don't know what you're going to get when it sprouts and grows. Most of the time it'll be a good mango, but you don't ever know. It could be them old turpentine, which we had back when I was a kid, that real fibrous, only good for cooking. This is the size they start at, or that I start them at. And we'll go up front and I'll show you the rest of the big trees. All right, and this is the result of a mature tree that's 35 years old. I planted these back in probably 1995 or 2000. This is an Edwards. If you look right up there, you can see two Edwards hanging. Over there is a Glen. That's a different tree altogether. Very good fruit. Both of them is very mild. It's not fibrous at all, but this is what them young trees up there will get to be after 35 years of growth. And that's a Valencia Pride. It's kind of banana shaped, and it'll get a little bit bigger, but it'll soon start turning color when you know it's getting ripe. And that's just show you some of the fruit that is here. Not a lot of difference to me between the Glen and the Edwards. They're so much alike that they could have called them the same name. I don't see a difference. The Valencia Pride, you can obviously see it. Can you see all of those up there? So there's quite a few, and come around to this side of the tree and we'll look at the others. This will show you what the Valencia Pride looks like when it gets mature. There's a lot of them hanging right here. They just are not ripe yet. And they soon get so tall I can't even reach them with a picker. That's another Glen there.
Again, are these 35 years old
Yes,
as well?
they're all planted about the same time, yes.
Okay. And now when you plant them, when you bring them home from the nursery, do you use a certain type of soil, or do you just dig up the ground and put them in?
I usually dig up the ground, and then I think I put down potting soil in the nest and then plant it in that, and it goes from there. But these, what amazes me to this day is the number that I have in here, which is 11 trees. And you know the roots are intertwined, and yet they're still feeding the same water, same soil, and producing the way they produce.
Do you fertilize them?
No.
Okay, but you do spray them for bugs?
Yeah, so when we pick, the ants don't eat us up, because they get them little red ants, and buddy, they hurt. These are the Tommy Atkins.
Yeah,
these are the best sellers. Why? Because people buy with their eyes, not by taste.
Okay.
They see the color, they scoop them up immediately over a green one, which the Glens and the Edwards stay green until they get yellow, and by then they're almost rotting. I don't have a bit of trouble selling these.
Okay.
They go really quick, because the minute people see that red in color, they buy.
Okay.
And this is the Tommy Atkins, and you can see some of them weigh 1.5 pounds. So they're a beautiful mango, and they sell very well. If I was to grow up an orchard of these for sale, it would be the Tommy Atkins, because people love them. They like that color. They'll buy them when they won't any others. But you see what a cluster you get here? Mm-hmm. They're even hanging on the ground.
They sure are.
Because I won't trim these limbs up so people can't look right up in the yard. So I leave limbs and all, and naturally that's where they grow too. Now right here is a Kerry, but they're the type of mango that when they do ripen, the minute they get a little bit soft, you better peel it. To me, they get squishy if you don't. But you can see some of them hiding. See, so they'll hide. They'll really hide on you, so when you go to pick the tree, you have to really look. But see, I can sell a lot of these. That's a nice one. And there's some down in there I can see. But there's one hanging here and yonder. And we're headed to these mangoes. These are the Kent. That's K-E-N-T, Kent. And you can see them, this limb's so heavy I'm worried about it breaking. I will not sell them to Tim down at Kruger's. Once they've hit the ground, they're bruised. You take them home, you buy them, you peel it, and there's a big bruise spot. Nobody wants that.
Okay.
And that's why Tim takes everything I give him, because I won't sell him any that's fell and hit the ground, none. If you look up here, this is a Nam Doc Mai. It's a Vietnamese mango. They grow kind of shaped a little bit like the Valencia Prides, kind of banana shaped, I call it, but some of them are getting good. It'll be another 2 weeks before I can harvest these, but some of them are coming along really good. This, to me, mango tastes like vanilla.
Yes.
It's a mild taste. It also is like the curry. Once it starts getting a little squishy, little soft, peel it and eat it. If you don't, it'll get jelly-like, squishy. And I don't like that. I like a firm mango. And this is also a Kent. They were all planted about 35 years ago. You can see the different fruits and the way they're shaped. Nobody taught me. I just started buying and planting.
What made you want to start mangoes?
I love them. I love the taste of them. I loved them so much I planted all of these. And I got 11 trees left, and I used to have like 13 or 14. A lot of them died. Storms tore some of them up. Freeze got a few of them, even though we don't have a lot of freeze in Florida. I have lost some to a freeze. But otherwise, I've had a good crop almost every year. One year kind of droughty, but the rest of it did real good.
So you don't really have to do much to maintain them?
No, I do not. And I could honestly say that they're organic because I don't fertilize, I don't herbicide. I don't have to herbicide because the leaves act like a cushion. That's why I leave them, so they'll be like a cushion. And they also rot and fertilize and feed the tree. But when you look from all these trees intertwined, and I had an Edwards right there years ago, and I took it out, but you can see how close together these are, and they produce. So they're getting food. Pick them and sell the fruit and eat a lot of it, too much of it.
What would you tell somebody who wants to start, obviously to buy it already grown a little bit?
If you can buy, and like I said, if you like mild meat one, the Glen, the Valencia Prides, the Edwards, these are all hybrid that I've learned about, because when I was growing up, it was a Hayden or some name like that. That's like the Valencia Pride. I was told that when the man made that one, and it's a beautiful, fine tasting mango, he named it after his wife, which her name was Valencia, so he called it Valencia's Pride. Now the Glens and the Edwards and the Nam Doc Mai's, naturally the Nam Doc Mai's a Vietnam mango. And believe it or not, when the Vietnamese or the Asian people see them, they go crazy over them. They really like them. They'll scarf them right up.
Okay.
But anyway, that's about all I have.